For any retro gamer, owning an NES is a no-brainer. With titles spanning many genres, there's a bit of something for everybody. My personal favorites are ports of arcade games I grew up playing. Seeing developers create competent versions of them while still dealing with system limits always intrigued me, but I was disappointed to find out that a handful of the games I was looking forward to playing weren't available on the NES, but only the Japanese Famicom. Importing games was no problem. In fact, in many ways it's easier than buying the US releases of games. If you can get past the waiting period for shipment, you'll be treated to exclusive titles or versions of games that were heavily edited for US release. To top it off, these are often much cheaper than their US counterparts and come in a small, colorful package that makes your NES games look bulky and dull. Are you excited to play some Famicom games? Well, don't be, because these won't work on your NES. NES cartridges connect to the console via 72 pins. Famicom games connect via only 60. Those extra 12 pins mean there's no chance of playing this on your system without some sort of adapter. And an adapter this is! Specifically, the Hyperkin 60 to 72 pin adapter for your NES. As the title would suggest, this device is designed to take a 60 pin cartridge and adapt it to run on a 72 pin NES. The title also strongly suggests that this product is manufactured by Hyperkin. You know, those Retron guys. I don't have much experience with their products as I collect the original gaming hardware and don't find clone consoles to be satisfactory. But this is something I can get on board with. Instead of replacing any of your original equipment, it's designed to complement it. The coloring of the shell is similar to that of an NES console, and it's sturdy enough to endure however much weeaboo nonsense you can throw at it. Simply insert your Famicom cartridge at the top and insert the Nintendo sandwich into your NES. You'll be playing Famicom games in no time at all. Not to be outperformed is a fancy ribbon that keeps the adapter from getting stuck in your console. Pull on this, not the cartridge, and everything slides out as it should. The only complaint I have about the physical design is that there's nothing denoting which way a Famicart should face. Cartridges should face downward, opposite of how NES cartridges would, but you didn't hear that from the Hyperkin 60 to 72 pin adapter. I can't harp on this little guy too much, because he's got it where it matters most: compatibility. This is because it's not doing any sort of emulating, it's just adapting. These games are running on your NES. The adapter is simply placing the connections where they belong. A simple yet effective design that makes for a low-priced, useful product. Check out some of the awesome titles you can play with this adapter, all of which never found a home on the NES. The only issue I have regarding compatibility is that some games may not properly fit in your NES. Like here, I attempted to play some Space Invaders with this adapter, but the tray simply would not lock into place. But this isn't a problem, as this adapter also works with the Game Genie. So if a game won't fit, add a Game Genie and your problem is solved. And yes, Game Genie codes do work while using this adapter. If you have any interest in Japanese Famicom games, or are looking to save some dough by importing those pricier titles, I think you'll be satisfied with the Hyperkin 60 to 72 pin adapter. It's cheap, it's simple, and it does the job. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to play some Galaxian, because for some reason this was never released in the US. Oh man. Devil World. I wonder why they never released this in the US. Isn't religion viewed as a good thing over here? Are you ready for this, Satan? Prepare to taste the power of salvation! Full atonement! Special thanks to our supporters, Matthew Suggs, Baron Cherub, Jacob Clark, Michael Harold, and Joseph Carr. I really appreciate your support and guarantee that it's being put to good use.
Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this episode of Classics Rising Entertainment. I appreciate the support and hope you felt it was worthwhile. If you have any ideas as to how to improve the series, feel free to leave them in the comments or contact me via social media, links in the description. Once again, thank you for watching and have a nice day.